CBS 19 is a proud partner of the Caldwell Zoo, and if you've ever visited the zoo like I have growing up, you may have noticed some of the blue birds there, but they're no ordinary birds. CBS 19's Sarah Blue recently got a chance to go behind the scenes to learn more about the macaws and how the zoo takes care of them.
As we approach the holidays, we're going to start to see a lot more red and green, but what about blue? I'm here at the Caldwell Zoo to talk about some of the coolest blue birds around, and I'm joined by Angie Stepanski, keeper of birds here, and we're going to learn more about the macaws. Angie, who do we have here?
So this is Mac, and she is a blue and gold macaw.
She is gorgeous. What do they usually eat?
They eat a lot of fruits and nuts.
Is that what Mac is having today?
Yes, Mac is having mixed nuts right now, a few different kinds, and we use smaller pieces of nuts for training, and occasionally they'll get whole nuts in the shells for enrichment.
Okay, so I've heard the term bird brain, but from what I'm gathering, it doesn't really apply to these birds because they're pretty intelligent, right?
Yes, they are very smart and very curious. They're also very social. They like to hang out together.
How do you guys keep their brains stimulated here at the zoo?
So we give them a lot of enrichment, but we also train them pretty frequently. So we do things like a wave like this, where she will lift her feet up, and that's a good way for us to take a look at the bottom of their feet. And they can also do spins, where they'll turn around like this, and we can get a good look at their whole body as they're turning around. With the training, we build a lot of trust with them as well. Spinning like that, it takes a lot of trust for them to turn their backs to us like that.
How long have you been working with Mac?
I've been working with Mac for probably about 1.5 years now, so we've definitely built a lot of trust up.
I can certainly tell. In the wild, is there any danger to the species?
There is a lot of habitat destruction in their areas, but the biggest thing is probably their pet trade, because a lot of people have them as pets, even though they don't necessarily make great pets. They have a really long lifespan. Mac here is 31, and they can live up to about 60 years. So you definitely have to make sure you're preparing for that. And they also are very smart and can be very destructive because of that, because they have those strong beaks and they're very curious, so you definitely have to plan for that as well. They can also be very loud. They like to scream a lot, so especially living in a house, that can be a lot.
Well, we certainly have been hearing them in the background. They have very strong lungs. So if guests want to learn more about macaws, where can they find the macaws at the zoo?
So once our new Amazon River's Edge area of the zoo opens up, that is where these guys will be, and once they're out there, they'll be out on these trees for people to see, and we'll also be out there every once in a while giving macaw talks.
Before then, can guests see the macaws, or do we have to wait?
You are going to have to wait. They are back behind the scenes, but you may be able to hear them screaming from the back.
Well, if you want to come down to the Caldwell Zoo, you have to wait to see these guys, but there are a bunch of animals down here that I'm sure you would love to see. From CBS 19, I'm Sarah Blue.